Hello. Today I'm going to show you how very easy and fun it can be to track your activity using the online activity tracker with Fire Up Your Feet. The first thing you're going to want to do, if you haven't already registered, is please be sure to. Once registered, you can log in. I have saved my preferences for my email and password so it pre-populates. If you didn't do that, just type in your email and password now and click Log In. Once you log in, you'll then have access to be able to start tracking activity. Please note I'm on the California regional page. When I registered, my zip code identified me as a California registrant, so all of my information will be through the California website. Click on Track Activity. Let's get started. You can see it's a three-step process: add groups, add participants, log activities. So let's add some groups. I think I might add 3 groups today, so I'm going to click on the arrow. I'm going to name my groups Classroom 1, 2, and 3. But perhaps it's a grade. Perhaps it's the name of a running club. Perhaps it's the entire school that's put into a group. It's up to the person tracking. Click Submit. The green check lets me know that my groups have been added, and they're under the blue bar here, Classrooms 1, 2, and 3. Now it's time to add kids to those groups, so I click on Add Participants. I'm just going to add kids to my first group, Classroom 1, and I think I'm going to add 5. But before I add, I'm going to fill in some things so that it remains static. Now, when you registered, if you picked a preferred school, it would auto-populate right here. I did not pick a preferred school, so for ease, I'm going to pick the first school in my drop-down. But that zip code that you gave in registering, it helps populate the schools that you will see in this drop-down. I'm going to pick the grade as well. And then, because I said I want to add a few kids to this group, I'm going to go ahead and hit the plus sign, knowing that I've already put this information in. So now all I have to do is put the names of the kids. And then I click Submit. The green check will tell me we're good to go. And now I have 5. Well, actually, I have many more because I added another group earlier today, but they were not in a particular group. But these that I added are in a particular group. So if, let's say, I did add some kids that were not a part of a group, I can click on this little Edit button here, and I can add the buy-in to Classroom 1. And then I click the check, and now he's in Classroom 1. So actually now I have 6 kids in Classroom 1. And let's start tracking some activity for Classroom 1. Let me show you a great little time-saving trick. Let's create a routine. So I know my classroom does recess every day. And instead of having to fill out all the fields, I'm going to create a routine called recess. I know it happens at school, and it's playground activity. Now, miles is not required, but sometimes people do like to track that information, which you'll be able to do. We do have a place where you can see the information you've put in, but I'm going to definitely put in minutes. So I'm going to save that, and now I have a routine called recess, again under the blue bar. So when I go to Log Activity, and I know that my classroom does recess, like I said, every day, I can pick recess, and look at that. It filled it all in for me. I can pick Monday, and I can pick my group. And then I can even click Add More, and I can change the date. They did it on Wednesday. Add More. They did it on Friday. And so now I have my classroom doing recess 3 days a week. I click Submit. Green button shows me I'm good to go. and I've tracked that activity. Now, if you didn't have a saved routine, all you would have to do is just select the categories and the types from the drop-down menu. Doesn't take that much longer. It's just nice sometimes to have it pre-populated. Click Submit, and again, that activity is there and it is tracked. If I want to take a peek at what I've done, I click on my dashboard, and it shows me the activity that I have tracked. I can change the date ranges, and I can export this information if I want to have it in a file. Maybe I'm competing against other classrooms for how much activity I'm doing. Maybe it's a district-wide competition between schools. Here's the place that we can export that information. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope it's been helpful. And I just really hope that you do engage and register and track activity and be a part of the activity challenge with Fire Up Your Feet. If you need any help along the way, you can find great promotional resources here on our website, or we're only a phone call or an email away. A great email is info@fireupyourfeet. We're more than happy to help you. And again, we're excited that you've gone on board and you're tracking your way to greater health and cash rewards for your health and wellness initiatives at your schools. Thank you for firing up.